Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football.
Be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And 10 at the Titans' 29-yard line.
Second and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's got Lockett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And he stopped immediately there.
The wide receiver.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Hooker up for the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6.
Wilson.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
He's across.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
It's a pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He was covered by Joe.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now a handoff as they run left side. Finding some room at midfield. The 40. Past the 20.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Seattle.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
It is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Seahawks 14. Titans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a dump off here complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's Breida. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Breida. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have recovered. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
They go play action with Wilson. And a first hookup with his All-Pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And now here's a carry heading left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
8-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. That really chips away at your confidence.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Wilson. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Seattle.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's the sneak with Wilson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half, and the Seahawks add on to their lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away.
For Seattle.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
56 is the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 56 the mic, boys. 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40. Held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for... Got his man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now the 2nd down throw on target. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Flush to his right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Me and you all day, all day. Street, I'm coming after you. Check 15, check 15.
They run for it with Breida. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked picked up by Harrison Smith. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
The Seahawks.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 29 yards, first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Complete.
It's a 4-yard pickup. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 3. Being chased out left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
56 is the mic. Right here. 56 the mic, boys. 56.
They snap it to Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike. Play.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. It's a foot race.
Showtime, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tackle by Darrell Taylor.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Right there.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it. Hey, 1-7. Check.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle. Jason.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain of 9 brings up
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run with Breida. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For A.J. Brown.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
At the 49-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's
the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
to number 21.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check to it.
And they take a knee. So two disastrous running plays, and now they face a third and very long.
Check Mike, Mike,
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final score.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were in